Hey there, folks. This is James from FAST, coming to you with a little vlog for tonight, Saturday night, September. Let's see, that makes it the 14th. Um, I wanted to just do a real quick vlog about a couple of stories that have been making major headlines in the autism community. Um, One of them is Alex Spordalakis. The other is that of Isabelle Stapleton. And I'm sure that you have read before the different stories. Alex being killed by his mother and a caregiver. And recently from Kalamazoo, Michigan, um, uh, the attempted murder of Isabelle by her mother, Kelly Stapleton. And as I was, looking for stories today to share on our Facebook page, one came across, and to be honest with you, it's kind of bothered me a bit. Um, it's called Autism Anguish. Does sympathy for Kelly Stapleton put people with autism at risk? Now, I certainly understand the perspective of this story. I certainly understand the anxiety that a story like that of Isabelle, like that of Alex, brings to this community. But at the same time, I have a little bit of a hard time with uh, maybe painting it with a broad brush is the best way to describe it. Uh, one of the quotes from this article says, quote, "It sends a signal that lives of autistic people are valued less than non-autistic people." Now that was made by someone who has autism, and I can certainly understand the perspective. Um, but I think these few isolated incidents, although tremendously tragic, um, I think those are just a very small sample of someone coming to their very wits' end. Um, I certainly don't believe that it's not. I believe that each of the parents that are involved with this have a great deal of love for their child. That said, they're looking at the only way to give them better is through death. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with taking a life, to end a misery. Um, that said, I look at things a little bit different. You're going to look at things a little bit different. But I think what it comes down to is it's a sign of the fact that there are people who reach their end. And when they reach their end, they just don't see any other way to deal with this issue. Um, we all know that there are other means. There are places to go to get help. Um, but at the same time, they're looking at it as they've exhausted every possible resource. I know that the guilt that both Alex's mom and Isabelle's mom is far worse than any punishment that they might receive. And I think that they probably think about what they've done or what they attempted to do every single day, and that's their own personal hell that they'll be going through for the rest of their natural lives. Um, Stories like these are just terrible. I uh, when I read those, my heart breaks not only for the individual, but for uh, the other party involved, because their souls are so burdened that they feel this is their only way out. Which, of course, like I said before, it's not. But what I think that this type of story can teach us is that even when we feel as if we're at our last resort, there are people out there that love and care for us. There are resources available to help us through these tremendous challenges. We all understand how frustrating it can be not being able to get services for our children, because we know those services can help. We know how frustrating it is to have a child that is uh, in such need of help that it often becomes a financial reason why we cannot help these kids. And that, for many parents, is so devastating, and I certainly understand that. But it's no reason to take that extreme. Um, I beg of each of you that if you're feeling like you're hitting your end, that you're getting to the very end of what you are emotionally, physically able to do, reach out to people. Reach out to a friend. Reach out to a perfect stranger. Reach out to your church. Reach out to somebody that's going to help you put the pieces back together. It is something that we need to lift each other up and not bring each other down. We need to stand united. We need to be together in a mission to make sure that our kids get everything that they possibly can with the resources we have available. And secondly, that we, as moms and dads, as parents, as caregivers, as aunts and uncles and grandparents, that we take the time to seek the help that we need to. I know it's hard, because we dedicate so much time to our children who need our help. But we need to take a step back, and we need to make sure that we're getting our help as well. That we're getting our emotional needs and our physical needs taken care of, so that we can 100% be there for our kids. So if you're feeling like you're at your end, reach out to somebody, and please do everything you can to help yourself just as much as you help your child. And if you do that, you'll find that things could always be worse. You could you could find yourself in a worse place than you could ever imagine. And sometimes all it takes is just picking up a phone, expressing that you're at your end, and you'll have people there to help you. So be sure to share with other people how you're feeling, and make sure you get the help you need. Okay? Thanks for listening, and we really appreciate all your support. We love the comments that come back, and the likes that we get on our Facebook page. Keep those coming, and look forward to next time.